I worked with Mr. Murizo at Mufakose High 4. Then I found him to be a very diplomatic leader. I was a sports director then. I was the sports director at the school. Then we were having challenges when it came to matters of going out for sports, and he would maneuver with the little resources that were available so that we would go out for sports, liaising so that we get transport, we get food for the students. And at that particular point in time, that's when I discovered him to be very diplomatic in his approach. I discovered then that he's a good leader then.
When I got to Mufakose High School, you remember 2008 was a period when the economy was not performing very well. And teachers had moved en masse to South Africa for greener pastures. And so it affected the quality of teaching and learning in terms of the fewer qualified teachers who had remained and an influx of temporary teachers or relief teachers that had come to replace the qualified teachers. So things were very difficult. And I just don't want to imagine how we survived that time. In 2009, we had two double reliefs. Number one, 2009 was the year when the US dollar was introduced into the economy. And also, on the part of teachers, that's the year we were authorized to receive incentives from parents. So, teaching became more interesting and more rewarding. We therefore found teachers who had developed a laissez-faire attitude in 2008 began to change and began to work hard because they knew if you don't work as hard, you are not going to receive your full package of the incentive. I remember then in 2011, that's when we sat down and said, what is it that we want to achieve at Mufakose 1? So as a team, we decided to rechristen our vision. And we said, by 2015, Mufakose 1 High should be the school of choice in the province. To achieve that, we had to adopt a two-pronged approach. Approach one was to improve both the quality of results and in terms of the symbols and also in terms of the pass rate.
I remember celebrating for the first time 25 A's. To me, that was amazing, absolutely amazing. I never thought I was capable of that, but you know, that one-off experience, 25 A's, really opened up doors for me. It made me discover certain qualities within me that I thought I didn't have. And you know, with 25 A's, obviously the confidence starts to boost up. It increases. I felt proud, but I don't owe it strictly to myself. I think it's the environment here at Mufakose 1 High, primarily created by the head and the deputy and the whole hierarchy, the school authorities. There's, I can say there's a great amount of discipline on the part of the students, which is enforced by the headmaster and his hierarchy. It's amazing how he manages to control the entire school and how everybody seems to be so afraid of him and yet they love him so much. I wonder how he really gets to strike a balance between those two things. But he manages, he's good. If anything, I do look up to him. He's been a serious mentor, if I should say. His qualities, his leadership qualities have also boosted me in a very mighty way. But I can also say that besides him, we also have some teachers here who are so hardworking. In fact, all of them are hardworking, but of course, the level of hard work differs. But I think I can cite one person who's been so inspirational to me. That's Madam Nyamandwe. She's also one person who's managed to maintain her results, to get good results for the school. And it's amazing. She teaches physics.
Okay, my name is Tinai Nyamandwe. I'm the chemistry teacher at Mufakose 1 High School. I started teaching at Mufakose in 2010 June, and that was my first set of results that I got in 2011. Brilliant results, because when I came to the school, the last best record that was held was that one of 4 A's. So when I came in 2010, the first batch of results that came out in 2011, I had 6 A's. And it was quite an impressive record then. But things got better and better. The year thereafter, I got 14 A's. And thereafter, I got 17 A's, with my lowest student having a C symbol. And then that was the peak of my career, when I had 17 A's. And one thing that was exceptional about that group was the way they were united. They were a united group, and we're still very much in touch. And a lot of them went into disciplines like medicine, engineering, pharmacy. And thereafter, we have had excellent results. And there was also a record from 2010 to 2012, we had a 100% record. And then in the years that followed, we had one student failing. That is in 2014 and 2015, we had one student failing. So it was a record of about 98% thereabout. So it was a very tremendous improvement from the past results, excellent results. And that has been shown in our vacation schools. When we have vacation schools, we have a very huge support from different schools. We have schools from boarding schools, the likes of St. Faith, Mount Casino, Bonda. They come to our vacation school because of those results. And on that note, I have won the best chemistry teacher in the district for the past 5 years. And I've won the best chemistry teacher in Harare, except for last year, which Tungwi's Zengeza High one beat me last year. But for all the years, that is from 2011 up to date, I was the best in the district and in the province.
My name is Christopher Hastings Shoko. I'm doing lower 6 sciences at Mufakose 1I. I do maths, physics, chemistry, and a bit of further mathematics. What I really want to be in the future is to become an aeronautical engineer, which is an engineer who deals with spacecrafts and airplanes. Why I want to become an aeronautical engineer is because I'm so fascinated about planes and about flying. And I think I'm in the right place, because this school has been a motivating thing. We've got many career guidance things that we are taught by people who have learned here previously, and by our teachers. They also teach us a lot of career guidance and all. So I'm really, really thankful to all the members of staff, the administrators who run this school, because they really show us where to go, how to become what we are.
My name is Tsitsi Panda. I am a specialist teacher at Mufakose 1 High. I am the HOD, which means I'm the head of Department of Special Needs Education. We have 50 students in the meantime, and 4 teachers who are taking students with different intellectual disabilities and children with visual impairment, with hearing impairment. So basically what we do here is we are looking at a student, and we're looking at the abilities that he can do or that she can do as a special student. We want them to go to the society and live normal lives like any other human being. We are training them life skills, everything that we do here. We do, including the parents and our admin. And then we are doing very well. That last year, we took one of our students to Los Angeles, Nyasha Derera. He was a student here. Apparently, he left the school, he finished, and he brought a bronze medal. He was going there as an athlete.
My name is Nyasha Derera. I'm 20 years old. Last year, by God's grace, I get a privilege to be selected among the Zimbabwe delegation team to go to LA to represent the nation at a world stage, Special Olympics, World Summer Games for 2015. And my experience there was totally fantastic, in that I experienced a lot meeting different kinds of people from all over the world. And also it's by grace, considering that America is a dreamland for every child. I'd like to thank Mufakose 19 teachers, the staff, and everyone who made it possible for my journey to LA. And do you know that it takes the whole community to raise up a child? It was their duty, it was their sacrifice that has made it possible for me to be there. The trainings and everything, the courtesy, the tender loving care that they have shown to me, and I'm grateful for that. It's a great honor. And also to be selected to represent the nation coming from a ghetto community, ghetto school such as Mufakose 19, it's a great honor. I appreciate for that, especially the courtesy of the father of the school, the headmaster, Mr. Muridzo, I greatly honor indeed. And also the teacher and my delegation, Miss Banda, it was an honor. And not forgetting every staff who has made it possible, who have encouraged me through thick and thin. I would like to appreciate, because appreciation comes from realization.
The second approach was to improve learner-teacher resources and also infrastructural development. Now, for the improvement of our results in terms of quality and also in terms of the pass rate, we then decided to go on a massive campaign to get textbooks. We approached a number of NGOs, a number of embassies. Fortunately, we are lucky we received a heavy boost of $25,000 from the Canadian Embassy in 2011. And you can imagine the relief that the teachers got when a whole stockpile of books worth $25,000 get to a school. It seriously improved the student textbook ratio, which stood at 1 student to 5 books then, and was reduced to 2 students per textbook in almost all subjects. And remember, I'm saying these textbooks were for A-level only.
At this particular school, he has made a lot of changes. He has even improved what you call the pass rate, specifically focusing on the A-level. He has brought about some many changes to the A-levels, which are the better for the grades of the pupils. When I came to this school, we had a large intake, but he changed the whole system so that when we recruit a smaller number, a competitive number of students. We used to take A-levels, a class, remember the commercials, I'm the HOD of my commercials, with students numbering up to 100 and something. Classes ranging from C1 up to C4. He has changed that system. We have a class holding about 25 students per class. He brought about those changes. And he brought in programs to improve even the students. He has got the headmasters group, whereby students who need attention, who need to improve, he specifically focuses on them. For any information, he even knows many students level by name in their performance.
Meet the Head program is a program that I would decide to meet lower 6 and upper 6 students once a term, spelling out my expectations and spelling out the expectations of the school and spelling out the expectations of their teachers. And the emphasis was that we wanted to move towards being the best school or the school of choice by 2015. Initially, when the Meet the Head program began, teachers were skeptical about what it was all about. They thought I would get into these classrooms or into these like the lecture theater for commercials, geography room for the arts students, and the bio lab for science students. They thought I was witch hunting. So I could see them running to the students after my talk or after my presentation. They wanted to know what I was talking about. They eventually got convinced that the first thing I told the students before I said anything was that you have the best teachers at this school and you have the best teachers in the province. So I will not talk about that. So I will talk to issues that would improve their results. I have cases of two girls, one in 2013 who was a 5-pointer, 4-pointer during the terms. And when the girl got to upper 6 second term, she shot up like a phoenix from the ashes. The performance was good, and she got 13 points, and she is currently doing veterinary science. The other girl was in the commercials. She was also a 4-pointer, 3-pointer, 5-pointer during the course of lower 6 and also in upper 6 up to second term. But she kept on telling me that she was going to perform wonders come end of year exams. And indeed she did that. She got 3 Bs in accounting, in business studies and economics. And she is pursuing an accounting degree at the University of Bindura. And we also therefore, as a strategy to improve performance, we would sit down at with all the Form 4 teachers and also the Form 5 and 6 teachers and set out targets in terms of how many A's do we expect per subject. So we would go from teacher to teacher, and the teacher would tell us, like history, we're expecting 10 A's, so many B's and so many C's, and it goes on from subject to subject. And the teachers knew this was serious business, the question of these estimates, because when the results would eventually come and we are analyzing performance, it indeed would be a grueling task if teachers missed their targets.
I think with my experience, it's been possible for me to be able to nurture students into what I want them to be, especially when you have a target. You set a target for results, and sometimes, you know, the students are always different from the previous stream you had, and you always have to, you know, come up with a new strategy in order to get the same results or even improve on those results. But it's been quite easy to do that now, given the support, given the experience. I love it. I just love my job. It's been wonderful.
We would give teachers a token of appreciation, which was tied to the number of A's, the number of B's, and the number of C's that the teacher would have got. So the token of appreciation for an A would be higher than the token of appreciation for a B and for a C. And also these would differ from the appreciations for A, B, C at O level. And therefore this was quite motivating. And the students also that got 15 points and above would get tokens of appreciation from the SDC and also from the district office during the usual district merit awards. We decided in 2011 that we wanted to compete for the Secretary's Merit Award. And this award had eluded the school for the past 40 years. So we set up an infrastructural development program where we started by restructuring the pavement, and we also created the green spots that we have seen within the school. And we also established the weather station, which I think is very unique in this province. And we also then repainted the school, and we also bought a civilian bus in 2011. In 2012, we bought the school truck, a Toyota Hilux. And in 2014, we constructed the computer block that I think you have seen. It's a very beautiful computer block. And we also have 92 computers in the 2 computer labs.
Let me say perhaps students who practice computers. I regard this as very important, for it prepares me for my tertiary education. I must say I'm impressed with the level of technology and some lessons we are taught, like creating websites, email accounts, which has really helped me technologically. I also appreciate the Wi-Fi speeds. We are allowed, there's freedom of research, searching things that are of use to us. Since I'm in the commercials department, we study so much economics and business studies, and I'm really grateful. I thank our teacher for affording us, like, anytime we want. We are not limited to any research. So I believe it has nurtured me into someone, and as far as technological advancement is concerned.
We are encouraged to give real-life examples. So with the computers, we are able to research and find out what is going on out there. And also, nowadays with technology, you cannot go anywhere. I remember when we go to Barclays for job shadow, we were able to find out that technology has got a great impact on our life. How they work and how they do all their things. They just use computers, technology. So I'm really grateful for this thing that is happening here. We benefit a lot.
And then in 2015, we bought the new Yutong bus, which is a 63-seater, and we also constructed the bus port for the Yutong bus. The question is, we want to be the school of choice. We wanted to be the school of choice by 2015. Now, looking at the efforts that we made to improve our results and also infrastructure, the results of these two approaches were that in 2013, we eventually landed the prestigious Secretary's Merit Award. And Madam Constance Chigwamba, PEPSEC then came to give us that award, plus a monetary prize of $5,000.
Ndinotenda amai, ndinotenda amai. Kungoti kutenda kwakitsi kuri mumoyo, asi ndinotenda amai. Ndingazorasi chiri muhapwa nekuda kwekuombera, asi ndinongoti ndinotenda amai. Rudo rwenyu ndinorutenda, kundichengetedza kwenyu ndinokukudza, nekuti muri amai nyakutumbura. Muripo kasimboti, muripo katsoka, muripo kaimishava. Ndinotenda amai. Thank you.